Hi everyone, welcome to another Toy of the Day from CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host Khalil. Let's see. So we're rounding out, I think this is day 13, 12, 13. So we're coming up to 2 weeks. So we've been going pretty good. And we thought we'd switch it up and do a company we haven't done yet. And these are just hanging out on the top of the pile of things to kind of file away or put away for now until we can find something to do with them. It is the DC Collectibles / DC Direct. I'm not sure exactly what company they were when these came out. It was a 2-pack with Shazam and Black Adam. And these came out probably early in the line. The line has such been canceled. We're still waiting for the last figures to eke out. In the horrible moment when DC Direct was kind of folded up in a lot of ways. And we're just not sure what the fallout of that's going to be. But we ended up getting the Nightwing, and then we got into the McFarlane stuff. And then looking at the McFarlane stuff next to, we needed more villains. So I started picking these guys up as supplemental figures to the McFarlane line. And because they're about scaled close enough that it makes it worth it. So I started picking these guys up. And then, of course, the collector's bug kicks in, and I need them all. And so far, Deathstroke and Zoom are the only two I want and don't have yet because the prices are just way too insane. So I was lucky. I found a comic shop here in Connecticut called Sarge's. It's in New London. And they have a really good selection. They don't update their prices. So I got these for retail. No markups, no checking eBay prices, at the register and surprising you with like triple the cost. They marked them and they sold them for what they marked them, which was great. I really hate when stores do that. But yeah, so I got these two for retail. So it was like 50, 60 bucks. And it's really nice to have the pair. And DC paired them up in the waves. So individual figures were paired up with a villain, heroes and villains. And this was just a 2-pack. And so they are basically the same figure. And I don't know if it's clear enough on you, but if you look at the belt, if you look at the collars, if you look at the capes, they are the same figure, except for the faces. The faces are where you get the differences. So you got the smiley Billy Batson face, and you've got the Black Adam scowling face. That's really the difference. Now, here's the thing. These did not come with anything at all. No lightning effects, no figure stands, no amulets, no alternate heads, no alternate hands. And to be honest with you, they don't stand well on their own. I tried to stand up Shazam, and he was kind of in that lean, like he was either leaned forward or leaned back to kind of balance him out. And Black Adam's a little more solid, but they've got pretty weak ankles and pretty weak hips. So when you do go to kind of balance them out, they kind of get a little wonky. So without a stand, they've got peg holes. Without a stand, that DC Direct was selling that you'd have to buy. You couldn't really, for me at least, you couldn't really stand them too well. And they're really nicely painted. They've got a matte finish to them. But end of the day, these are definitely more collectibles than action figures. They do have the standard DC Direct, DC Collectibles issues. Joints can be tight. They can be loose. They can break. These were probably the most solid DC Collectibles figures, DC Direct figures I've gotten in a while. But they do feel more like a collectible than an action figure. I'm a little more careful with these than I am with even a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This guy I can just toss on the desk and I don't worry about him. These guys I have in a box. They're protected, so they don't get scratches. The paint doesn't come off. None of the joints break. So I am a little more careful with these guys. But if you're looking for really nice display pieces, maybe stand next to a comic book, they do pose really well. They can look up, which is great for a figure like this where you want to have a flying pose. I've got Superman. I should have brought Superman in the other room. So you can get a really good flying pose with these guys, for sure. as you can see, and he can look kind of straight ahead. But so they're great to pose. They're great to kind of set up. They're not great for kids. So these are definitely made for collectors. I would have liked a little bit of variation between the two, a little bit of difference here or there, some alternate hands, some alternate faces would have been better, or some effects. Something would have just made these guys go from like a 6 to like an 11. But as far as sculpting, design, color, palette, all that stuff, they're like really good. I'm sad to see that they're gone. I would have liked to see kind of where they could have gone with kind of classic style, but so these are them. Shazam, Black Adam. We'll have Black Adam movie soon, I think, maybe. And so yeah, if you can find them, I would pick the two of the better ones of the waves, actually. It's definitely something to track down, but the price did definitely go up recently. So there you go. We will see you guys tomorrow for day 14, I believe. So that means we've got 2 weeks under our belt, and we're still not even close to scratching the surface of the things I have to review. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.